Oh, my internet. There we are. Were you able to see that, Erica?
Yes, I was.
So I have all my goals set out on there, and one of my July 1st goal is to promote somebody on my team as director. And I'm like, okay, we're 1 week in, and I need to get I have 4 that like could be directors, so I got to get rolling with them.
Oh, very nice. Well, I met 2 of my goals already.
Nice. Share. I want to hear.
I hit the $500 mark.
Yay! Let's do the dance. Remember, we do the dance. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay.
And then my daughter signed up under me today.
Nice. Tell me about your daughter. Is she excited? Tell me about it.
She is. She's kind of nervous about it because back when I was doing Mary Kay, she did Mary Kay as well. And it ended up costing us so much money. It was crazy.
Yes.
So she's just kind of nervous about it, but
Okay, I'm done.
she's definitely excited to try to get something together so she can work from home with her daughter, because I have a granddaughter.
I love that. So I sold Pampered Chef back in, not Pampered Chef, Mary Kay back in 91, 92. And I signed up to sell it without ever trying the product, ever. And I came in, we took a loan out against the house. And I came in at like a diamond. I don't know if they still do all that, but like that high level.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot. I would never recommend that kind of purchase. I was young. I had a brand new baby. Like, I was not disciplined to manage my business like a business.
Right.
It was, Pampered Chef is nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Put it over there.
Yeah.
That's what I explained to her. You know, we don't have to keep an inventory.
No. And they encourage you not to even keep, like, that little cupboard right over there has like lots of stuff on it that when I got my kid, I'm going to go big. I still don't want to go small. I put a lot of the stuff aside for like wedding gifts or for prizes. Yeah. I'm excited just to do this business and help other people. Like, that's honestly, I'm an empty nester and I need something to do with my time, and I just want to love on and help other people.
Yeah.
That's my
goal. I just want to get people to have at least one meal a week together as a family, like I did growing up.
Right? Yep.
Like
because we don't do it anymore.
Yes. No, they don't. We had a table, no phones. No, we didn't have cell phones when I was growing up.
Nope. We were lucky when they came up with the cordless phone. Remember the cordless phone at home? Like, we thought we were all that because we had a cordless phone.
Yeah, even when those came out, my mom took forever to get one. So we still had the dial-up phone that was all one piece, and we had the really super long cord so you could walk around the house with it.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's my goal. If I can get my friends and family to have one meal together a week, one meal, no phones, no nothing, just one meal, sit down, have a conversation, I think I will be happy.
You know what? And I try to tell, whenever I go live, I always try to add in the kitchen is the heart of our home. If it's not healthy, the home's probably not healthy. Like, it should be the meeting place. Like, that's where you let your kids come and share what their day was like without lecturing or parenting them. It just needs to be a safe place to talk.
For them to talk. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I love that my kids in the last
Here.
There she is. I'm with you, Michelle, Erica. I'm with you.
Make sure there's no.
Oh, well, in the last year, my kids have gotten really into cooking. And as a matter of fact, yesterday, I taught my 12-year-old how to break down a whole chicken from the grocery store.
Nice.
She did a good job. She messed it up a little getting the chicken breast off, but that's okay because we're gonna use that carcass to make like chicken stock, and then with the meat that comes off of it, we're gonna make chicken and dumplings tomorrow.
Nice. Yay.
So yeah, and
Are you going live and sharing how to do this with your Facebook people? I mean, people need to see that. They need to learn how to do that too.
No, I haven't thought of doing it live yet. I'm thinking I might start doing live videos once I move because I'm getting ready to move. So my house, as you can tell, is all packed up. So it's kind of a mess. But
Donna can feel. She just moved too.
Yeah, as soon as I move, for sure I will. But I was definitely thinking of doing that and like canning videos because I do a lot of canning.
Oh no, I just took that out because it was in my way. I will actually be drinking water with that.
But my kids got their Pampered Chef aprons and little pot holders as I bought them, and with their little like baking set and the ultimate pretzel set and stuff. So they're super excited to use those.
Yes. Yeah. When you get the kids involved, it makes all the difference for not only them, but for if you're showing it live. People have kids and they like, oh my gosh, my kids could do this too. You know, it inspires people. So good for you. Good for you, Erica. All right. So I love seeing so many people.
I know.
Hey, Esme. I didn't get to see you last time. Hi. Hugs.
Hugs back. I did something crazy and started taking college courses in the middle of a crazy work schedule because of pandemic. So my life is weird right now.
Well, you're here. That's a good
I'm
sign.
here.
That's a good thing.
Well, I was going to say, it's a good thing that you're in good company because I think I'm pretty weird too about some of the stuff that I've been doing. So, great company.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Hey, oh my gosh. So Jessica, hi, honey. Oh, wow. I love this. I saw Shauna. This is always like romper room to me. I see. Yeah. Some of you are too young to know that. But yes. Janelle. Okay.
Hey,
so
Shelly.
yes, Michelle.
So Midnight is my friend that I told you about.
Hey, Midnight. I was just gonna. Who's Midnight? Yeah. You're right.
Where'd she go? There she is.
There she is. I was like, ooh, I haven't seen her before. So
Yeah.
welcome to the call, Midnight. It's exciting that you're here. You're welcome.
Thanks for letting me eavesdrop and pick your brains.
Yes. Okay. So what time are we at? We're at 6:32.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we want to honor your time. We want to get started. For those that come in, they're just going to take it, from where we're at. We are leaving some time so that we can have you guys ask questions after each segment. And then at the end, of course, ask questions. I just wanted to find out, we're going to have, a couple times where you're going to be open discussion, being able to chat with us. But what this is you guys are in for a great ride. This is a month of jam-packed information to help you move into leadership and grow your business. So hold on, because we are really, really going to take you guys far fast. But the first session that we have scheduled for you today is kind of going to go over a little bit of expectations, of course. We have an agenda planned. The beauty of this is that Pampered Chef has the agenda done for us. So once you're in the directorship role, you're going to be doing this right alongside us with our next group of people. So we really are rinse, repeat, doing what Pampered Chef is giving us because it's working. And that's what we want to do, is make ourselves duplicatable and make this so that it's very impactful and great information and great habits you're going to be learning, great tips that are going to make it really easy for you, and some things to really, kind of challenge you, because this isn't always going to be the easiest thing, but it is something that if it's your passion, you're going to push forward, and this is going to be something that's going to change your life. Yes, Holly.
If you are not talking, if you guys could mute yourselves, because there's a lot of background noise feedback.
Okay. Well, that was
Thank you.
okay. So let's go with that. Thank you. Oh, see, now it's quiet. Now it might sound a little weird. I'm not used to quiet all the time. So. All right, so we are going to be jumping in. My notes are over here, so if you see me looking that way. First session will include training on bookings and recruiting away from your party, because we already give you tips of what to do during a party. And I use a guide, our team uses a guide that gives you copy paste what to do every day for your parties. So that's host coaching, recruiting is all built into that. So these are what we're gonna do away from the party. So hopefully that's something you're excited about learning. Our agenda, this is what we're gonna be talking about. We want to kind of go over booking blitz is one of the things we're gonna talk about. We're gonna be talking about filling your calendar, which, as you guys know, every 4, add 1 more is your goal, because 4 shows a week is what's really going to help change what your results are going to be. So we're gonna have you guys really work toward that for this month, is every 4, add 1 more. And I'm just going to mute those that I see that.
Thank you.
Okay. Like, oh, I saw somebody wasn't.
Yep.
Okay, so we are going to ask you guys, first off, how was last week? I know we were having you guys work after we did our Get Them Where You're Looking For, work on bookings. You guys can unmute yourself and I just share how your week has been going. How have you been getting bookings? What you've been doing to help your business grow. Share some ideas so that we can learn from each other too.
I got one party booked on Facebook that starts on Thursday. I got a whole bunch of no's, which is okay, because you know, the sooner I get through those, the sooner I get to the yeses, so that's okay. And I've been doing just daily posts, you know, just more like no, the other one, honey. More like you know, like, oh look, I'm using this product, or I'm making this today, and I happen to have Pampered Chef product that I'm showing. You know, like I'll show my plate of enchiladas or braised chicken, and then there's a picture of the Rock Crock Dutch oven that I use because I love that thing. I use that thing like almost every day.
And that's helping
So
you
I've
get
been doing
bookings.
stuff like that.
And that's what people, they're like, oh, I can get that. Oh, how much can I get that for? Yeah, so people need to see what they can get. And that helps get bookings too. So share our guest host specials, those kind of things. One other person, how have you been doing with getting bookings this past week? Anybody want to unmute and share?
All right. Well, I'm not muted, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll share. One of the things that I have to keep focusing on, because I'm just paranoid of confrontation, I don't know, or I guess the no. I've been focusing on the no's, you know, go for the no. And I've gotten 2 out of, because I think that's what my focus was. Hold on, the daughter is in here. Don't have any idea.
How old is
I don't know. You have to open them up and look. She's 21, like, and she's in here like I'm on a live feed. So been going for the no's and pretty much telling, like, it made my conversation totally different than if I was like pushing for the yes. Like, I need you to tell me yes, because in my mind, I wanted to get, okay, you guys probably think this is insane, but I'm like, if no's are that often, I'm going to go for 100 no's, right? Years ago, I heard that, go for 100 no's. And that seems like a big number, but for my mind, who is like feeling like everybody's going to say no, 100 no's seemed pretty easy. And I have yet to hit 100 no's. And so I'm allowed to like laugh and joke, like, okay, she said yes. So I have it color coded. So I use, if they told me no, I write their name on my sticker and I put it on my calendar, that was a no. But if they're a yes, I use my favorite color is pink. And so their name goes as pink on there. So going for the no's takes the heat off of trying to get the yes, is all I'm trying to say in what I do with going for the no.
I love it. Yeah, so you and Eric are on the same boat there. I love that.
Yeah.
So I hope all of you guys know the 100 no's. Yes? Okay, and if you haven't, reach out to your director so that we can get you that tracker and give you the words, and so that way you can be working on that too.
What's
we're gonna put in the group.
statistic? What's the I can't say the word. After how many no's you'll get a yes? Is it after you get 10 no's and then you get a yes? Yeah, it's 10 no's and then you'll get the yes.
It's pretty close to that, Michelle.
Typically.
Yeah.
Huh?
Every
Yeah.
10 you should get a yes. So
Yes.
if you're going for 4 bookings, at least 40 people you need to reach out to. So that kind of idea.
So I did something.
Yes, Melanie.
I offered Zoom parties, and I have a Zoom party this month.
Hey, look at you.
Yep.
Going out of your comfort zone. I love it.
Right. The hostess said, I just got off the phone with her. That's why I was a little bit late. I was getting her payment and confirming her party. And she wants to do as least work as possible. And so I said, okay, well, if you'll make a list of everyone you want to invite with their email and phone number, then I'll input it and I'll send them the information directly from Pampered Chef's website. So
Great.
she's going to give me everyone's information, and
Yes.
then I'll send them their invite with the link to the Zoom call.
Perfect. Yeah, keep us updated how that's going.
Yeah. Oh, I will. It's
Yeah.
on the 27th, so it's like we're going to do a brunch
Okay.
on the last Saturday in June. And she originally wanted to do it the 20th, but I think I'm going to be out of town, so I can't. And this week doesn't work for her. So she wants to do a brunch on a Saturday morning.
Okay. Very exciting. So good job. Okay. Well, you guys, you're going to be still getting a lot of booking ideas throughout this week because your goal is to get 4 to start next week. And so what other thing I wanted to do is right now is we know that all of you guys are wanting to move into leadership. So director is a thing. Have you guys seen the vision board that you can create for yourself of the picture of what you need to reach that goal? Have you seen that before? Do you guys know what that is? Okay. So you guys know, you guys need to unmute because I want you guys to talk to us. How many do you need to get to director?
You need 5 active, don't you?
5. Okay. And then, so if you are here, okay, so you can do a piece of paper, put you here, here's you, and then you have 5 branches, we'll say like this, right? 5 branches off of your name. Your goal is to get 5 people listed on there for your team. That would make you a director team. And how many do you need to make sure you have yourself that your team can also be helping build your team as a director team? How many do you need personally to make sure that you reach director?
Probably 2.
3. I think it's 3, and then you can get 2 from your other team's members.
Okay. So that is a good goal. So you want to make sure that you have at least 3 from this branch, and then from those 3, each of them has 1. And that could be your director structure. So just know doing this, it is something that is a team effort. So I know some people before were like, oh my gosh, 5 people in 1 month. Well, just know doesn't all have to be from you. It can be from your team promoting other people too, recruiting other people. So that was one of the things I wanted to make sure that you guys were excited about, that it's not all from you. It is a team effort. So how many of you that was like, oh yay, that's exciting to hear?
Yes.
Yeah? Yes, Erica, okay. Christy, yay.
Yes.
Shauna, yay.
Yeah.
I see hands, yay, good. Okay, so that was one of the things. So I want you guys to, and I'm gonna, I think Michelle had one earlier, but we're gonna have you guys post a picture. It could be digital, it could be handwritten, it could be whatever. But in our group, I want you to put your vision board for your director structure in our group. Just share a picture on there. And so we can all see each other's. Michelle,
Here's
are
mine.
you seeing your screen?
I don't know if I can share if people can see.
Okay,
That's mine. Obviously got stuck. Those were my travel plans for conference. We did do Sacramento. Sadly, we didn't do Chicago. And then there's my advanced director, my trip, and it's the year of extraordinary possibilities, travel, empowering through.
I love it. So that is a good vision board of what you want to happen this year. And then I also want you guys to do another one that shows your structure, your team structure. So then that way you guys can have a visual of what you're going toward. Because it's one thing to say it, but it's another to see it and have it in front of you all the time so that you're always working toward it. So that helps a lot. How many of you are visual learners? Okay. And the other half can learn by watching. Okay. So I'm hearing. But that is one thing that's going to be good, is share that on there so it can give some other people some ideas, some inspiration, some, you know, excitement to see each other growing. But that's one of the things we're going to have you guys do from here is your vision board, your team structure. Okay, that, and then we're going to have you continue to do your contacts. I did put that 25 contact sheet in the group. Did you guys see that today? Yes. That is something you can print out. And then it is supposed to be weekly, but that's only as a maintenance. For you guys, it needs to be pretty much daily till you get the schedule you want. So you're to reach out to at least 25 people a day to try to get your 4 every week for the rest of the month. So once you have that, then you can go in maintenance mode, and it's 25 a week to keep you in that structure. Because you'll get bookings from your shows, but for now, that's your goal, is to really help you get the structure, get the sales, the show schedule, so you can have the sales for your month. And it's so much easier when you've got it already going. So that is the 2 main things that we are going to have expecting you guys to do this week, because it's going to help you the most. Because if you don't have to worry about yourself with your show structure, then everything else is going to be easier for you. If you have to worry about yourself trying to get the shows in, the sales in, it's a lot of stress, and we don't want to have you guys stressing out. So my 2 cents. All right. So Jennifer, I'm going to have you chat for a second here. Introduce yourself. So then that way, then we're also going to have a testimonial coming up.
Yeah, what do you want me to say?
Hello.
Hello. For anyone that hasn't met me yet, I'm Jennifer Baker. I've been with Pampered Chef for 9 years, and I live in Tucson, Arizona. And I have a lot of awesome consultants on here right now. And I have one of our consultants who is our newest director, who's going to share with us a little bit of inspiration. I know. She promoted in April, May, March? Was it April 1st though? Like March or March, I don't know. Anyway, in the spring, so just a couple months ago, but her team is growing like crazy. She's recruiting wonderfully. Her new consultants are recruiting, and they already have $12,000 in sales this month as a team, which is awesome. So I asked her to speak a little bit and just share with everyone a little bit of testimonial about what it's like to be a new director and how exciting it is and why everyone else wants to be a director too. So I'm going to mute myself because I think my kids are yelling in the background. So Jessica Townley is going to speak for us, and I'll let her introduce herself and tell you all where she's from.
Hi everybody, my name is Jessica and I'm in Pensacola, Florida. Jennifer said I had an hour to just tell you guys everything that I could ever, no, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I think like my group qualified in March, and then I officially maybe promoted April 1st, or maybe it was February. It's all a whirlwind. Who knows? Because it just soared and took off from there. And I'll tell you, everyone keeps, I mean, like I think my average is like 1 or 2 people a week that I'm recruiting, which is insane because I don't even understand how it's happening. And everyone keeps going, what are you doing? What are you doing differently? I will tell you all the secret about what I'm doing differently. And you have to promise, if I tell you, that you will do exactly the same thing. Okay? Don't keep it to yourselves. I am literally asking everybody. I have stopped making the decision for people whether or not they're interested. Well, she probably is too busy. She's got 5 kids. She probably doesn't have time. She works a full-time job. She probably isn't interested. She doesn't even like to cook. She probably, guess what? Neither do I. So there are no excuses out there. Everybody and anybody might possibly be interested in Pampered Chef. And what I'm finding out more and more is the more often that I say, have you ever thought about doing this? Would you ever consider doing something like this? The more I say it, the more people go, yeah, actually, and send me a link. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. And, send them a link. And so I just keep asking, and hopefully my team is seeing that happening and they're doing the same. My girl Stephanie is on the call. She's already got 3 people on her team. Y'all, she just signed in. Well, she signed at the very end of April. So May was her first full month. And so she got 3 recruits in her first full month of business. So looking at you, girl. She's on a cell phone right now instead of the video, but she's here. And I guess that's about it. I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. I'm super busy. Y'all, because I'm still have all these shows. So I've started taking like every other week off of my own shows. I just cram more shows into the off weeks. I'm doing like, I think I have 12 for this month.
Good job.
And I'm cramming them into 3 weeks so that I can have a whole week off to just focus on my team, anything I want to catch up with. Because I feel like I get really overwhelmed when I'm trying to do shows and recruiting and coaching my newer recruits. And so
no, perfect.
Just wanting to balance it all. That's it.
Congratulations. This is exciting to hear. So you're doing every 4, add 1 more, truly.
Yeah. In May, it was like every 1.5. I mean, like I had a couple days where I recruited 2 or 3 people in the same day. So that was nuts. But for the most part, it's been about 1 a week, pretty average.
And that's what you guys can get too. It's if you're asking enough people, you will get the yeses. You will get them.
Yeah.
So congratulations. This is exciting. So yay, everybody. Okay, so you guys can see it's possible. It is possible. And so we are just going to be hearing from other people throughout this whole month of other successes that have been happening. And so be prepared, because it's fun, because you're going to start seeing success yourself, and then we're going to have you start sharing too, because it's contagious and it's exciting and people are cheering for you and promote, wanting to promote with you. So everybody's going to share the things that are working. So be prepared for that. You'll be asked on the spot. So I'd like to do that. Okay, so what we want to do now is talk to you about what else is going to happen. So to promote a director, we already talked about you need 5, right? And what we're going to be doing is after each of these calls, we need you to be prepared to be talking to your director every week for at least 15 minutes in the next day or 2 after these calls. Because you're going to hear things on here and you're going to be like, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing. And then about 2 days later, we're going to really be focusing on answering those questions that maybe now you have, or really kind of streamlining what you're doing to help you get the results you're wanting. So we're going to be doing those check-in calls to see what you're doing, how we can help, and how we can really kind of tailor things to get you on track. So those are one things you guys are going to be committing to, is at least 1 call, probably more. I talk to my team probably almost every day. So even a quick little message, things like that, but at least 15-minute call with your director this week. So yay, that's something you're going to be doing. Another thing you're going to be doing is keeping track of your shows. We want you guys to have a tracker. Do you guys use trackers right now? By show of hands. Yes. Some. Maybe yes. Okay, you are going to be doing that now, because what happens is you're going to see with your tracker where you are doing great and where you need more help. So you're going to see the things that you're doing and the things that you need to be doing. So with a tracker, it's going to have a checklist of, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? And you're going to mark it off. And so that's going to really help you see the pockets of where you need more help, those pockets where you need to focus more. So we're going to put that tracker up on our groups that you guys can print that out. But it's really something that helps you see where you're going, see what needs to be done and how to get there. So one thing from those of you that are using trackers, I would love for someone to shout out what you like about it. I saw Esme, you said you use trackers, yes?
For me, I don't use the 90-day tracker just because I've done this a few times. But I use the 222 method for customer care. And often people, when they think of it, they're like, well, it's just going to get you repeat business. But really, for me, 10 years in, of course, often what happens is like, oh, thanks for thinking of me. You know what? I don't need anything, but my friend was just saying, and I get a lot of sales and bookings that way because I do that part of customer care. So of all the trackers, that's the one that I use the most.
Okay.
And that garners me bookings.
So that one is going to go up on our page, you guys. You'll see that in the group is that customer care tracker. It's a 222. That's one way you're going to help reach people and do things, because we're going to help you with habits that are good. Things that you want to make sure you're doing on a consistent basis to help you have growth in business. So yay, Esmeralda, thank you for that. Anybody else have a tracker they're using that they love?
I don't have a tracker, but there's verbiage from the Saturday call that you can probably copy and paste into the group that the girl used.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, so we will be putting up a few trackers for you guys to look at. The thing is there's going to be some options on there. I want you to find one that you like. Find one that's going to work for you. Because just like your business is not exactly the same as somebody else's, it's not, necessarily going to fit to your personality, we'll say. But what we want to do is we want you to use a tracker to keep track of what you're doing. So it's for parties. Did you talk to your host 5 times? Did you do rockstar messages? Did you do surprise booking messages? Did you, do this and do that? Those kind of trackers help so much to see where you need to improve in your parties, and trackers for your month as to where you're at and what's going on. So you'll see a few. Those are things that we want to help you keep track of, because when you see what's happening, that's when growth can happen. You can see where you need to grow. Okay. Where am I at now? Oh yeah. At Pampered Chef, and this is not just Pampered Chef, this is us for sure, is we never work to minimums. Okay. They have minimums that they make sure that we need to meet, but as teams, as director teams, we never work to minimums because that's too stressful, right? So what we do is we are always working to being a green director team by the 15th. Because in that way, like Jessica was saying, you have your shows, you have everything heavy loaded at the beginning of the month. So then that way by the 15th, the rest of the month is helping your team with their shows, helping to get more bookings for the following month, helping people get things closed. So you as a director need to make sure that you are in a habit of being green team by the 15th of the month. There is something that our team is using. It is, we haven't named it yet, but it's 4, 1, 2, 3. So this is having your month scheduled so that you have the last week of the month does not get turned in on the last week of the month. It gets turned in the first week of the month, and then it goes down. So the second week of the month is actually, it just keeps going. So the last week of the month is turned in the first week, so that way, even on the first, you could have your, 2,000 turned in on the first of the month. So you are always green as a consultant. And then if your team is working that same structure, you could be a green team by the 3rd, the 4th. We have 2 teams on our structure now that already are green by the 7th. So having a workload that way to start that habit, the last week of the month does not turn in the last week. That turns in the first week of the following month. And it goes that way for the rest of the forever and ever. So that's one of the things we're going to have you start a habit of, and then have your team get in the habit of that too. One of the things we're going to be doing. All right, one other thing, because there are some people. Yes.
I just wanted to say the whole green by 15.
Yes.
If you don't understand what she just said, it's so important that you talk to your directors so that you can, I'm a visual. So until I see it, it's hard for me to comprehend, just me. But the 2 months in a row, I have been green by 15 only because shows that I typically would have tried to close on the 30th or the last day of the month, I held off one day, and it made all the difference. Jessica, you mentioned taking a week off. Literally, as director, if we are green by 15, the last 2 weeks, the focus is really on helping our team get them dialed into what it's going to take to finish the month strong and start the month strong. So it's really, my mind, when I think it was Pam Townsend, we were at the director's retreat, and it blew our minds. Like, of course that makes sense. So if you don't understand it, talk to somebody so that you can visually see it. It's a game changer in your business. I promise you. So I just wanted to emphasize that. Sorry, but
yeah. Even as a consultant, it's
yes,
the same structure. And once you're a director, it just flows in and helps you stay strong. So that's one of the habits, one of the things that we're going to have you guys start doing. And then the next thing before we hop right into bookings is some of the perks of directorship. Because I just want to cover a few things before we got going. Revisit the perks. Because some of you, how many of you like perks? Yes. All right. So holler out what your favorite director perk is.
More commission.
More commission. Yes, yes.
The new items.
New products as they come out. Yes. Well, what else do you like? Jessica, you're new. What's something that you're excited about?
You know, I totally forgot in May. I was like, I have to do 6,000 in sales or I'm not going to get the new products. And then Jennifer was like, you get them anyway as a director. So
Sorry
I was
to
like,
tell you.
oh, no, now I'm going to have doubles of everything. So,
poor thing.
Yeah, but that's a fun perk.
It is a fun perk.
Not having to feel the pressure of the sales so that I can earn them and then I can just focus on my team.
Yeah. For sure. Coolness. Okay, anybody else have a director perk they like? Jennifer, what's your favorite?
Or trip points.
Well, yeah.
I mean, in addition to what else has already been said. Yeah.
You like going on vacations, like going on trips?
A little bit.
Because we're kind of pampered. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are treated like
spoiled by
royalty.
these vacations.
For what?
I said I've kind of gotten spoiled by these pampered chef
I know.
vacations over the years.
It's really, yeah, once you go, you never want to miss. You never want to miss once you're in it. So very cool. And then the list just keeps going on because like I know Melanie has said the commission overrides, right? Getting the extra money. Okay, as a director, so you know it when you recruit one person, you get the 1% override, right? When you recruit two, you get 2% override, not only on yourself, but on what they sell too. And then once you're a director, you get 3% override, yourself and your team. So that's one of the things that it just keeps going. Production bonus, $10 per consultant active. I mean, it goes on and on and on. So here's a few things. As a director, we know we need 5 people, right? What else do we need to be a director team?
$5,000.
5,000 team sales. So once you have your first month, so most of you, this is your month to promote to director. So you're gonna have 5 on your team. 5,000 team sales with everybody together. You are 6, so 5 on your team. And everybody minimum 150 in sales. Okay.
And you have to have 750.
You at least 750. But we do not work to minimums.
Nope.
Your goal is to be at least half of that every month. So at least 2,500. My goal is always to do it all myself. But that's one of the things is you don't work to minimum, so never 750. It's 2,500 minimum is yours because in that way, if they just did one party, 500 each, it works that way. But you're going to have some rock stars that are going to be doing, 2,000, 3,000 in sales, which is going to help you get there too. But your first month, this month, 5 on your team, everybody at least 150, team sales 5,000. So that's your goal. So on your vision board, you can even have that 5,000, 5 people, your sales, how much do you want? Those kind of details. Get really detailed about what you want with your business, what goals you want to set for yourself so that you're reaching toward those. You want to make sure that you are, if it is to get, 4 shows a week, you focus on that till you get 4 shows a week, and then you can move on and do something else. But having those goals are so important to make sure that you feel successful, that you are doing, and when you have those there, visually there, you don't stop working until you reach them. That's one of the things that drives me. It's like, okay, I see it, I have to achieve it. I'm one of those people. So if it's written, I'm excited about that. So before we get into the more booking ideas for you guys, any questions so far? I know I'm jumping a little bit, but I get excited. All right, well, this is good. Then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hand this over to Jennifer for a moment because she's going to be helping us on our topic about bookings today, and then she'll hand it back over. So Jennifer, take it away.
All right. So what I'm going to talk about with bookings is pretty basic, but I think sometimes we need to hear it again because we've heard it all and it's just a matter of implementing it. So our party schedule is obviously the foundation that our business stands on. So that's what we're going to focus on. That's the very first thing we're going to focus on. And we want you all to have a full calendar over the next 2 weeks. So we're going to be booking as much as we can. We know that successful leaders hold usually 2 in-person, but right now I don't know if anyone's doing in-person parties yet, but definitely 4 virtual parties every week. So it really is all in the numbers. And the formula for our success is making those contacts. So Shelly gave us that 25 contact paper. So somewhere between 25 and 30 contacts a day until your calendar is fully booked where you want it to be. So you can reach out through text message, Facebook message, emails, phone calls, however you want to do it, a blimp in the sky. You're just going to reach out to people however you can, like your friends and family while you're out and about if you're going out and about. And then I want you guys to think about the language that you're using when you're asking, when you're reaching out for bookings, because it is important. Sometimes the things that we say and how we say it makes a difference. So there's a difference between desperation and determination language when you're doing your contacts for booking. Are you coming across as desperate or coming across as determined? And what's the difference? So desperation language is pushy, it's salesy, it's scared. It lacks confidence and trust, and it focuses on you and not your potential host. And it's not going to help you get bookings. So it's using phrases like, if you can help me out, or I need help, or I'm trying to reach my goal and I just need 5 parties this week. So that's the desperation language that we want to try and stay away from. But determination language is confident, it's sincerely curious about your potential host, it's flexible, it demonstrates genuine excitement for your business, for Pampered Chef. It's an authentic desire to share your business with the world, and it uses phrases like, I thought of you because, or I'd love to help you get, or wouldn't it be fun to, get together with some friends. So determination language is all about your potential host. How can you serve them? How can you solve their problems in the kitchen? How can you add a little bit more fun to their day? So think about that when you're making your contacts, when you're going out and asking for bookings. Are you sounding desperate or are you sounding determined? And you want to make sure that you're using that determination language. So there are some steps for making these contacts. And these steps are going to help you set a date. So you're going to start by sharing why you thought of your contact, and then the favorite 4. So those 4 are fun, friends, free, and probably the most important one, finalize. So number 1, fun. Talk about the fun of the party. You can share a theme if you want to, of something you want to try out with some virtual parties, or a recipe that they're going to love and why they will love it. And then 2, friends. Mention how much fun everyone's going to have together. 3 is free. Share how much free product most of your hosts earn. If you are brand new, you can do what our company average is, which I'm not even sure what it is right now. I think 600, 650, something like that, 700.
Yep.
So share what an average host might earn in free product. And then number 4, that finalize. You want to make sure you set a date for a party. So here's an example in text how that might sound. So you can say something like, Jen, I'm not sure if you remember me. We met at Mary's Pampered Chef party in March. I'm so excited because there's some incredible things going on with Pampered Chef, and I thought of you because I know you love to eat healthy. Would you like to know more? So it's simple, just like that. Put it out there of why you thought of them and what you think they might be interested in. And then when you get a positive response of, yeah, sure, I'd like to hear some more, then you can say something like, I've been doing this great virtual party called Fast and Fresh Weeknight Meals, all about getting healthy dinners on the table in no time, and people are just loving it. One of the recipes I'm sharing is quick cooker barbecue chicken bowls, and my host and guests are amazed at how easy it is. I also post daily games, raffle prizes, product info, and even some fun recipe inspiration. It's so much fun for you and your friends. Most of my hosts earn up to, that's where you're gonna put in the dollar amount, so you could say $140 in free and discounted products. My next opening is on June 10th. What do you think? So super easy, simple, keeping it upbeat, all about your host, talking about the fun, the free, the friends that they're gonna get to connect with, and then making sure that you ask for the date. So here's a couple of other examples of things that you can say. For new consultants, you can say something like, hey Chris, how are you? Did you see my exciting announcement on Facebook? I made a big decision to start my own Pampered Chef business, and I was curious if you'd be up for letting me spoil you with our amazing rewards as one of my very first hosts. The party lasts about 4 days. You can put in whatever days you want there. And it's super fun and convenient for everyone to pop in and out throughout their busy schedules. What do you think? Want to grab some friends this month and get spoiled with Pampered Chef? How does that sound? Does that sound like something you guys could send out to people pretty easy? And of course, you can make it sound more like you if you would like. Or you can say something like, hey there, I'm so excited to share that I've been invited to a leadership development program with Pampered Chef, and part of my training is to schedule 4 online parties a week. I thought of you because I know you love quick and easy meal ideas. Online parties are super easy and fun, and they only take a few minutes for a couple of days. I would love to spoil you with free and discounted products and share tips, recipes, and games with your friends. Would you be willing to try one? So always end with a question. That's one of the tips I've learned along the way. When you end with a question, the person is more inclined to respond and to answer that question. If you just end with, so let me know if you're interested, then you probably aren't going to get a response. So put that question out there so that they are going to answer you. Or you could say something like, hey Beth, I was just thinking about you because I know you love to cook. Would you be interested in earning some free and discounted products by hosting an online party? It's all super easy and convenient, and I do most of the work. You just invite your friends to an event. I post daily games, raffle prizes, product info, and even some fun recipe inspiration. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in doing? I have a few dates still available. Does June 10th through the 13th work for you? So make sure you're putting that date. Make sure you know what days you want to start your next parties and put that next day out there. You guys have probably heard this before. You want to put your closest date that you want to book out there first. So you don't want to say, how about August? Does that work for you? And you don't want to put no dates out there because then they might come back and say, oh yeah, maybe in August or September. Whereas if you say, my next available is June 17th, that's going to be in their head of like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good. That'll work. So put those dates out there, make it about your host, and it's pretty easy. Do you guys think that you could use those words when you're reaching out to people? Awesome. So the next part of it is to, like we said, track your contacts that you've made. So we want you to use you can either use the contact tracker that Shelly put out there or just a spiral notebook like this is what I've used in the past. So I just make this my tracker notebook. So it's a good idea to write down who you contacted and how you contacted them, by text, by Facebook message, by email, by phone call. And that is so that you don't lose track of all the progress that you've made. So not everyone's going to respond right away. And it's not personal. Don't take it personally. They may have been distracted, or they simply forgot about it, or they're still thinking about it. I know I'm the kind of person that forgets a lot, and I might mean to respond or respond in my head, but I don't actually respond in the message until the person messages me again to remind me, and then I am appreciative that I got reminded. So if you're somebody that I have forgotten to respond to, I'm so sorry. Just send me a reminder. So what good leaders and what top leaders have recommended is that you send out your first message. If you don't hear a response, send another message in about 24 hours. Bye. Daughter's leaving, I guess. Out to dinner with the boy. Anyway, if you don't hear back after that second message, then follow up within 48 hours. You can say after the first one, just, hey, I don't know if you got my message, but just wanted to see if you're interested. The second one, you might say something like, I don't want you to miss out on this awesome special that we have going on. I would love to help you. What do you think? And then after that message, if you don't hear back, respond in about 72 hours. And then you can say something like, hey, I don't want to keep bothering you, but I don't want you to miss out on this awesome special. If you aren't interested, let me know and I can totally stop bugging you. So just know that you're allowed to keep reaching out to people until they tell you no. If they tell you no, then that's all right. No more, you don't have to, then you know that you don't have to keep asking that person. So give them permission to tell you no, so that you're not wasting both of your times. But until they say no, keep reaching out. So I think that is about it on bookings. I mean, it's pretty simple and things we've heard before, but really for bookings, the key is just following up, reaching out, making those contacts. It's just really a numbers game. There's no real special magic fairy dust on how to get more bookings. There's no magic words other than making it about your host and not being desperate. But otherwise, it's just making contacts, reaching out, being good about following up. Anything else, Shelly?
No, just one thing I was just thinking is when you ask them and they say no, I always ask, is that no, not now, or is that no, ever? And then they're like, right now I'm just too busy, maybe in a month or so.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll follow up with you then. But
yeah,
that way, if they say no, it's not just like, okay, crickets, I won't say anything to you. No, you've got to actually finalize that conversation.
Yes, I forgot about that. And sometimes I'll say, is that no, not, not right now? And they'll be like, yeah, not this week, but maybe next week. Oh, okay. Awesome, because that's what I was going to ask you about.
Yeah.
So you never know what they're thinking when they say no. So yeah, qualify that.
Yep.
Is that no, not now, or no, not ever?
Very good.
And then when you know that it's a no, it gives you a good okay, you can release that one and move on to the next.
Yeah. And if they say no, not ever, say no problem. I just wanted to make sure you knew what was going on, and I would love for you to be a great customer. I can help you with whatever tools you need. We always have great specials going on. Do you have the link to my website? So, offer just how you can help them. Yeah. Very cool. Any questions? That was great information, Jennifer. Thank you.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Am I on? Okay, I just want to say one thing. So I literally have a response that's ready to go once we determine no, not now, no, not ever. And I just keep it in my texting template, and it literally is like, okay. And I'm always sending this right after the party, the thank you. So my response is, okay, thank you so much for letting me know. I'm still going to stay in touch with you about your order to make sure everything comes in okay. But in the meantime, if you ever need any products, recipes, or extra income opportunities, let me know. And then I have my link to my website or to my Facebook page so that it pops up with a really, pretty icon with my photo on it to my business page. So I'm always still right there, Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, because then the specials that are coming up, oh, maybe I should do it now. Yeah.
As you can see, not a lot of people tell Jessica no.
No.
They're not allowed.
Even when they tell me no, it's I don't think you really mean that.
Yeah. And that's a genuine thing. You know, people need to hear things. Was it that they'll say no 7 times before they say yes, most people. So don't ever give up on people, you know, always continue to ask, especially if you're sincere about wanting to help them, continue to offer it. Melanie?
So I had a really interesting experience today. I'm closing out some shows from last week, and someone posted that didn't order, I want to have a party, and can Debbie get credit for it? And it was a past host of mine, and she said, PM me. I said, yes, she'll get credit. And then she wrote, PM me for information. So I pulled up her message, and the very last thing that she sent me was a message saying, I'm never going to buy Pampered Chef again. I'm not going to sell Pampered Chef. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, when she gets my message, it's going to show on the screen that she said that to me. So I just messaged her back. I'm like, oh, I'm super excited that you want to have a party again, and I'm happy to help you, and let me know, what are you thinking? And she messaged me back, I'd like to start on Tuesday next week.
Yeah, so never
you never know. Like,
never know. No, and just keep in touch with them. Just like Jessica said, keep in touch. Add them to your customer newsletter, add them, have them like your business page, those kind of things. Really keep them connected. And then using Esmeralda, the 222, that's one thing that you can also help them. If they purchased, you can still keep in touch with them. Yeah, so very important things we're going to have you guys be doing. So good.
Can I just add one thing about the 222? So even if I don't get any results from it, it's a feel-good thing for me to know that I'm providing more than just saying you're a sale, you're just a customer. It makes me feel good that I really care if somebody's going to open up the quick cooker box or the stoneware. It's not going to just sit in the closet. So if for no other reason, it keeps you consistent. And for me, it's a feel-good thing.
Yeah, you're not just a one-night stand, you're there for the long haul. You're there to be there for them.
Yep.
Very cool. All right. Well, we're going to move on, you guys. So that way, we're going to move into a segment of recruiting. So this is something that I love, and I'm excited that we get to help you guys with this next segment too. We are going to be doing, our team already does this, and you guys are welcome to join, unless you're already doing your own, is an opportunity event. Our team does it every Friday night, and we do it as a happy hour. It's a Zoom, so people get to come. It's on Zoom. It's just like you would see in a group of opportunity event, but we do it live. So this group is welcome to join us every Friday, because it's a great place to have your potential recruits join. That way they can see, not only do they get the support like you would see here on Zoom like this, they see our team support. They see that they're going to be well supported, that they have a family behind them, that they can join something that's not going to just, congratulations, welcome to our team, good luck. No, we are a family that support each other, that help each other, that are there to answer questions and to really support them. So we're doing opportunity events every week, because with this group especially, we're going to be recruiting a lot of people. So we want you guys to have somewhere to have them come and learn more about joining our family. So Jennifer, do you guys want to join us? Do you guys have your own thing going on? I don't want to just...
We would love to join, I think. We don't have our own going on right now. We have done them in the past, but we don't have any scheduled right now.
Okay, so what I'll do is I will put on our group for you guys to be able to join every Friday. It's at 6:30. It's the same same Zoom link every single week. And so that way it's going to be important for you to know that you'll be there with them. So if you invite people, you need to be there too. So that way you know what information they're getting, so that you can follow up with them and answer questions and know what's going on. So that was one of the things is I wanted you guys to be, excited about, is that we have opportunity events weekly for your people. So that was one thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are welcome. So we will be also posting words for you to post into your parties. I invite to my opportunity events in every party that's open, because I typically do 4 a week, and I have we have opportunity events every week. So you guys are going to take the same information that I share with you guys, tweak it to sound like you, and put that into every party that you have going on this week. Put it on your business page, put it on Instagram, text it to people, put it on your your personal page, whatever. Invite people, but private message those that you're talking to, those that you really want to be part of our family. So the private messaging, even the phone calling, those are saying, you know what, I really think this is gonna be great for you. And I would love for you to just come and check it out. Be a fly on the wall, or you can ask lots of questions, but join me on Friday. So those are the things we're gonna send you guys. It'll be in the group with the verbiage that you can use to send now and let people know that Friday they can join us. But it's great when you have that, to know that it's not just you that has to be the one talking to them all the time. It's your upline, it's your sisters, it's everybody else that is gonna be there and answer questions for them and be there. So be ready, be sharing. But the opportunity is one of the most important activities you'll focus on during this journey toward directorship. But what I want to do right now is I want to help you guys think of a list of people that you can invite this week. So do you guys have a piece of paper with you? All right, you ready? So we're going to brainstorm together. So I want you to write down anybody you know, and do not prejudge right now. This is just the first person that comes to your brain. This is for anybody that you think of. Like Jessica was saying, we can't make this decision for them. This is something you're going to ask everybody. So who needs extra income? This should be a big one right now. There are a lot of people that need the extra income. So I'm going to give you guys a moment, at least, well, I think if we can do 5 in each category would be good, because I have a couple here. So who do you know that needs extra income? And I just want you to write these categories, because if you don't think of the 5, you can come back and fill this in after, okay? Next one is need more fun in their life. That's another one I want you guys to think of. Who needs more fun in their life? Who is busy at home with the kids? Now most people are hopefully on summer. They don't have to do the Zoom classrooms anymore, but they're home and they need a little break. They need something fun. They're, whatever's happened in their life, people need it. So who needs more fun? Next one, have a situation similar to you. So say you're a stay-at-home mommy. Who do you know that's a stay-at-home mom? Say you are out of work right now. Who else? Say you work part-time, but love doing this as your, as something that's a happy job. Anybody you know that it has a similar situation to your own, that doesn't like to cook, but wants to learn. Just bought a house? Wait, there's somebody else on here. Is it Erica? You just bought a house too, right?
Oh, I'm renting.
You're renting. Yes, yeah. Shauna just bought a house. So she was just living in boxes.
Yeah, I bought a house that is bought a house that is an hour and a half away from my day job.
Oh goodness. No, I'm trying to save up because I want to buy a house, but I want to have my farm. So I got a lot of work.
That's what I did.
She bought a farm.
And we just went and bought 7 more chickens today.
Oh, lucky. I wish my trailer park would let me have chickens.
We're now at 19 chickens and 4 ducks and 4 dogs and a cat. And we're getting a goat for my daughter's dog.
So yeah, so anybody you know that's wanting to move or that just moved, they're going to need to pay for things. Anybody that has kids going to college, anybody that, whatever you have in your life, whatever your situation is, who is like you? Think of someone that way. Here's another topic. Who would you love to work with? Is it friends? Is it family? Is it a neighbor? Is it someone that you see all the time? Is it someone that, through your kids? Who would you love to work with? All right, this next one is our past and upcoming hosts. Who are some of them? Because you can always go back to past hosts and offer this opportunity to them. Say, you had such a great party. I don't know if you've thought any more about this, but I would love for you to be on my team. We would have so much fun together. you know, this could be really fun for you because you did such a great job. This is something that, you know, is not going to be hard for you to get going, blah, blah, blah. So past hosts and upcoming hosts. Who are those people? Who were rock star guests at your party? Even if your party closed, you can always go back and say, you were such a rock star in so-and-so's party. Have you ever thought of doing something like this? Because you really seemed like you had a lot of fun, and this could be fun, you know, something you could do. We have verbiage that we could share. Next one is you need to add your own idea of who you can share this opportunity with. So who else do you think you could offer this opportunity with? 2 of you, if you could share, who else?
With a family member?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Past teachers.
Past teachers. You could go with, you know.
Person you've asked 12 times.
12
and said no.
Yes, because they need to hear, and it's a genuine ask. You're like, I so see you doing this. This would be so much fun for you. This would be something that really could bring in some extra income, and I want to work with you. I get to choose who I work with, and you would be one I want to work with. So compliments work too. Holly?
I was just going to say I have a rock star on my team who is a teacher. And yesterday we were Zooming and we were talking because I was doing some training with her. And I'm all, oh, by the way, you know today was payday, right? And so she like is literally signing on to her bank account. And she looks at me and she just tears started falling down her face because she has been trying to plan this. Her mom passed away this last year. And so her and her sister wanted to take her dad camping to her mom's favorite place. And that sealed the deal. Like what she earned in commission literally sealed the deal. It made me like want to cry. Like I was just like, oh. So teachers right now, with everything being uncertain and the summer hitting, they're looking for something to supplement. So anyway, I just wanted to share that.
Good, good. Thank you for sharing that, for sure. And that's it, is you can
On
make
that
it
note,
for lives.
for teachers, just so you know, most teachers are looking at a 10 to 15% pay cut next year.
Oh.
So, yeah. So they're looking at ways to supplement.
10 to 15 is huge. Okay.
Yeah.
So put out there, who's a teacher on a post? Your teachers are going to start posting me, 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 me. Then you private message all of them. I have a great opportunity for you.
What about the people who are still on unemployment because of all the COVID stuff?
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of them.
They might not have a job to go back to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So keep those ideas flowing and write them down. You guys don't stop this list. It's going. So keep the list going. And then we've got some words that I'm going to put on the group so that you can copy and paste. Okay. So you all know how to copy and paste. That's nice that we have to teach you guys how to do that. So I have verbiage here of those who are considering joining, for a new consultant, what to post, for someone that you know, like a friend, like Jalen, you said for a friend that you know, after a positive response, after someone says, yeah, then you're like, oh my gosh, now what do I say? We have a response for that too. It's basically, I'd like to invite you to an event where you can learn more about the opportunity. In the meantime, check out this opportunity on my website, like Jessica was saying. I'd love to help you. I'd love to have you join me. You always go to your personal website as a guest. Don't sign in as a consultant. Go to be a consultant. When that pops up, copy the URL at the top. That's what you send to your leads. So that way they can go through and read up on the information of what it is to be a consultant and invite them to our opportunity on Friday. So all these verbiage we're going to put on there so that you guys can review that, copy and paste it to the appropriate person. And the best thing I can tell you is copy and paste a conversation and send that to your director so we can help you with responses. Because a lot of times you're like, oh, they said no, or they said they have another question, or they said yes. So if you're not sure what to say, screenshot, send it to your director. We will help you with responses. And then you'll find that there will be pretty much the common objections or common questions, common ones. So as you start seeing those come in, you'll be comfortable with what to respond after a while. But in the beginning, copy, paste, screenshot, send, and we'll help you guys. All right, so you're gonna also be taking a spiral notebook and tracking your recruit leads too. So you can have 2 different colors. If you want to do spiral notebooks, you could print out that booking, the 25 contacts. You can do one of those for recruiting. Whatever's going to be easiest for you to track your leads is what you're going to use. So you could have blue for bookings and red for recruiting, whatever you want to do, but have a way to track who you've talked to, what has been said, and how you're following up with them. Okay, so we've gone over a lot of stuff tonight. Melanie?
Quick question. Can we get a copy of Jennifer's words for booking?
Yes. Yes. We will put all that in there. So I'll have Jennifer, if you just copy and paste those, and you'll see that come from her in our group, and then I will copy and paste the verbiage for recruiting. And so that way you guys will have a reference, a resource. This group that we have for you guys is just for you. This is where we're going to keep all the information that we share over this month. So you guys will always have a great place to go and get that information. This will be a great resource because we won't close the group ever. It's just your group. Ask questions, go in there and, tag your friend, those that have things in common. You could share about yourself so we can learn about each other, but this is your safe place. This is where you're going to get all the information you need. Okay. So remember, you're going to be checking in with your director this week, at least a 15-minute call every day if you need to, every other day, whatever works for you, whenever you need help, we are here for you. We are linking arm in arm. We are working together to help you get to your goal. You're doing the 30 contacts a day till you get your solid schedule, because that's so important, because like we were saying earlier, if your schedule isn't solid, you're having to work in too many areas. Solid business for yourself, then you can oxygen mask first, then your team can help. You can help your team. Vision boards, post those. Thank you, Pamela, for posting that in this group chat. Click on that, and then you guys could do your vision board with that. Anything else, Jennifer, thinking about? Oh, if you guys are needing more ideas on bookings, we'll post some into the group, but also Dash. You guys utilize Dash to its full extent, because there's so many trainings on recruiting, so many on bookings. Take the trainings, because what you're taking, your team will then take, and you'll be familiar with what they are, and you can, if there's a good one on how to talk to your host or how to whatever, you can have that training and say, oh, someone on your team, go take this training. This is going to help you. So always be taking Dash trainings to help educate yourself and to grow, because the more you know, the more you learn, or the more you learn, the more you earn. That's the same. That's the one.
Kelly, one quick question, just to clarify for the group, because I think all of these younger or newer consultants probably don't even think about this. Contacts does not necessarily mean phone, right? You're good with email, texting, Facebook Messenger, or whatever messaging app. Okay.
Yeah.
That's antiquated, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys, it's every avenue. So that's what we're saying. Yeah. Any way you can reach people, the best way you can reach them is how you're going to reach them. Okay, something just came to mind. Oh, this was the other thing. A contact. You can send out all the contacts you want, but until you get a response from them, that isn't actually a solid contact. You can send out all the messages. That's more like a billboard on the freeway, letting people know what's going on. But until you get a response from someone, that's considered a contact. So you want to make sure that you have 30 two-way contacts this week. Someone that responded
In
with
this game of tag, touchbacks are necessary.
Say again?
In this game of tag, touchbacks are necessary.
I had not heard that. That's a good one. So that's really, really good. But that's just going to make sure that you are getting responses from people. So like Jennifer was saying, 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, reach out to them so that you can finally get a yes or a no, or need more information. And that's what's really going to help you to build that show schedule you want, is to have that two-way conversation. Okay. Woo! Told you it's gonna be a ride. We are on a roller coaster it's gonna be fun though. No questions? You guys, some of you have been quiet, so we haven't heard from some of you guys. Midnight, unmute if you can, honey. Can you unmute yourself? It's on the bottom left corner. It says mute. If you click it, it should unmute you. There you go.
Okay. So I'm new here. I'm a guest.
Yeah.
Totally looking forward to joining this team. What is 222?
Oh, good. Esme. You're on, girl.
Okay. So 222 is basically the customer care model that Pampered Chef has given us. So you want to follow up with your guests 2 days after the party, 2 weeks after the party, and 2 months after the party.
Okay.
There's language. I think it's still in Dash. I haven't looked lately. I've kind of like.
You just know it by heart now.
I've personalized it, we'll say. When you first start out and they give you wording, which I don't think they do as much as they used to, but they give you wording, you're like, I'm not saying that. That's not how I talk. But anyway, you just kind of get to know how you want to talk to you want it to sound like you and not like the sales training from Pampered Chef.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very cool. Anybody else? Kayla, anything from you, honey?
I don't think so. I'm just trying to take it all in.
It's a lot. But if you took notes and you wrote down,
yes.
Be sure to ask questions about anything that's not clear, or you can always ask later. But we're going to put in the verbiage that we were talking about. We'll kind of review what we did on each call in notes in our group, which is the Move into Leadership June 2020. That's the group that we'll be putting things in. So make sure your notifications are set to all posts in there. So, because this is where you're going to live for the next month. You're going to be in there getting ideas, sharing with each other, getting things, getting you prepared for what's next.
And that's a great place to ask questions. It's very safe. It's just us, and you're all on the same road. So you're coming across the same potholes, the same boulders to get around. You may not all come across them in the same order. And so it'll really help you out when you post those questions or post a struggle or post an aha. It's going to be something that's going to be something that next person on their journey is going to be able to pick up and carry with them.
Well said, my friend. Yeah. Very cool. All right.
I have a question. I wanted clarification on our vision boards.
Yes.
Are those just on our team structure? On how we want to look at our team for the next end of year? Next 6 months?
So the vision board that they have, that we are wanting you to do is your structure vision.
Okay.
And then in the corner of mine, I also put, what my why is. I put, my debt-free for college. I put my trip. I put, other things there on the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want and then because like you have your vision of what you want in your life.
Yeah.
On yours. And so you want to include your vision structure for your team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like my vision, I'm definitely going on the Bahama trip. There's no cruise this year, but I'm going to the Bahamas. That is my vision for this year. We are going to be an executive team. That is my vision for this year, but I need a structure to know how I'm going to get to these places. So that's your roadmap. So both, to answer your question, both.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is so good to see all your pretty faces. This has been such a fun night. But yeah, so if you do have other questions after night, ask them. You can always ask your director, or you can, message the person individually that you talk to, or put it on, like Pamela was saying, we want you guys to use our group as a chat, ask your questions, because that's what's going to happen is you're going to have someone that said, oh, I remember she posted that. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. Or, so use it. But this has been a fun night. I hope you guys are getting a lot out of this so far. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, we are going to leave you with that. Let's see, schedule and hold 15-minute check-ins the next 3 days. Topics to cover are in the next. Okay, so we have a list of what we're going to talk about with you on our 15-minute chats. So I will. I have to look at what they are because I don't know yet. And then if there's something we need you to be prepared for, we will send that to you. If not, it'll be just a covering what you're doing this week. So very cool. All right, well, we are going to leave you for the night. Thank you for being with us. We're excited to work with you guys on your promotion this month. All right, you guys.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.